Hi everyone, welcome to my empty mock house that is getting tuned for goldsmithing. Anyways, so the point of this video today is to discuss another way to make GIL that's presenting ourselves since about the last two updates. I'm talking about Odyssey. Initially when Odyssey came out, I dismissed it. Okay, some nice addition, some extra battles, whatever, right? When another update came out with the augmentation, I started to pay attention, read more about it, look at the gear, but I still ignored it. Now this update comes out, and I go, whoa! So clearly SE is going to that direction, and it's something to pay attention to. So let's review. You get equipment through Unity Concord battles, which you then augment, and then you upgrade it using the 50 pieces dropped by the mob, and now through Odyssey you can augment that equipment, and some of the augments are crazy good. I mean, they're really good. But what am I saying? The point is that this augmentation creates a market situation where you can make some serious GIL. Look here, right? It takes 12 stacks plus 2 singles to upgrade using lustrous scales or lustrous hides. Lustrous scales you get from Sheol A fights, and lustrous hides you get from Sheol B fights. So lustrous scales 99 goes for 1 million. And check this out. Lustrous hides 99 goes for 2.5 million GIL. Right? Crazy, right? And look how fast this thing is selling. It goes fast as lightning. The same thing for scales. Are these within our reach? Yes. The fights are relatively easy in Sheol A. You can get, depending how quick you are and what you get when you exit Sheol, you can make over 100 per run. And the run is, it takes about, let's see, 30 minutes. So you have 30 minutes to get this done, right? So you can go in with your trusts, or you can go with somebody else. But if you go with somebody else, obviously, you know, there's going to be a share of the profit, right? And these things drop like water, you know, and, you know, they drop like water with teeth because maybe of the treasure hunter. So if you're a thief, you're in a great position here, right? Another thing is that, so they drop regular enemies, and you can see that based on each floor, they're starting off at 119, and then they get harder. So stick first on the first floor. Also, you have option to get more of the items by fighting a notorious monster inside Sheols. So my advice here is this, right? There's no difference between the mobs in here, right? They all drop the same thing. So find a mob that you're comfortable with, right? Don't fight the hardest thing, because you're gonna fight it for 20 minutes and that's all you're gonna get, right? So fight something that you're good at and you can beat it quickly, right? So that's another recommendation, right? Another thing is you boost, you get rewards when you go on a completion, right? When you complete the run. So allow yourself to some time before you start exiting, right? You do have transportation points that they label with that little white dot here. So these transportation points appear on the beginning of the first floor, third floor, and fifth floor, right? So figure out how much time do you need so you can safely get out and get the rewards bonus, right? You can still fight the map at the last level, right? Even though they're 131, it takes a little bit longer. With my teeth, it takes about less than a minute per fight. A little under, so give yourself that, because you do get either you get the item on exit, or you can get money. So it's it pays off to do the exit. And if you are a thief, you can use also skeleton keys, which you can see it's the market is also booming. They sell about 280,000 a pop for 12. You can use those keys to pop chests found also in shells, right? So chests will give you more of the scales or heights. But be careful, you can run into mimic. You do gain access to chests by finding the mobs. So after 5 mobs killed, you get inside the shell currency called, let me see what that thing is called. Izat, right? So every 5 kills you get 1 Izat. So you need to get 10 Izats to open up a chest without a key. And this type of opening grants you more items. So that's another thing to think about. So you can roughly, depending which shell you on and which methods you do, you can do at least a mil around that per run if you go into shell A, or you can go into 3 mil per run if you do shell B. It just depends how you're getting the scales, how many chests you're opening, right? So let's look at the worst case scenario. Let's say you are at 50%, right? So let's say you in shell A and you are you're getting half a stack, right? So you can also sell them individually, right? Half a stack sells for 20, right? So if you get half of it, right? So you get your mil if you sell singles, but it's gonna take a little longer. So what else happens when you do this, right? When those fights happen, your trust level, right? When you kill 100 mobs, Mughal mastery opens up, right? And this goes up to 15. And what this mastery does is this increases your level of trust. So their base stats or the derived stats increase. So you get stronger the more you do this. So you get more items. So take advantage of this, because right now these augments are really hot and it's booming. So at the end of the month, you can maybe get about 30 million extra based on what else I told you in other videos. So it provides some relief, And there's a chance that Square Enix will keep modifying this, right? Because at the moment, these mobs, they don't drop any equipment, any weapons or nothing, right? They just drop the upgrade items. That could change. So, and another thing, let me warn you. If you fought Abyss Diver and you beat him in 30 seconds, then you go like, oh, Agiepius, the piece of cake. They're also at level 19. Don't be fooled. Agiepius can one-shot you. Be not careful, okay? And they have a 2-hour ability. So keep that in mind. So this is yet another way to get some money. And believe me guys, I'm trying, looking for ways. I'm suffering beyond recognition. You know how much I cannot stand this cap. I have a blue that can wreak havoc in this game, and I can't do nothing with it. So hit this Odyssey hard. You enter in Rabal. Get familiar with it. It's worth it to do this now. I don't know how's it going to be 6 months from now. If people will get most of the arguments they have. But, you know, it is hot right now. It's time to hit it. Okay, all the best. Bye-bye. Please subscribe. Thanks.